Hello guys, this is one-on-one with SHINA OYINLOLA, and today is going to be a Saturday. It's going to be a Saturday because we have one of that big fish that you've been looking forward to see. The new release in town right now. Alashe, Sammy, Jerry. How are you, brother?
I'm doing great, sir. It's a pleasure.
See you.
Good to have you as well, sir.
Wow. I can't believe it's as simple as this.
Right.
Tell me Alashe, tell me Sammy, Jerry.
Alashe Sammy Jerry, it's a gospel artist, and to the glory of God, I live in the United States of America, Chicago to be precise, and the first born of a family of 6. With the clergy. My dad is a clergy, and my mom is also into and works on the vineyard. And yeah, so yeah, that's I'm a music a producer, a performer, and to the glory of God, we've been able to follow Christ, and we will never go back.
Anybody tó bá tẹ̀lé Ọlọ́run kì í jogún òfò ẹni tó gbójú lọ́lọ́run.
Okay, we won't fall.
Àní mòfò lórúkọ.
Amen, amen.
Ìdílé ológo tí gbogbo wa aspire láti dé, a máa débẹ̀.
Amen, amen.
Àwọn tó ní ká má débẹ̀, àfi wọ́n ṣe àtẹ̀gùn débẹ̀.
Débẹ̀, amen.
Lórúkọ Jésù.
Amen.
Aláṣẹ Jàmíjẹ́rì, níbo ni Aláṣẹ ti dàgbà? Ọmọ báwo ló ṣe ṣèwé? Àwọn iléèwé wo ni Aláṣẹ Jàmíjẹ́rì ti lọ?
Abimisi. Dead. Okay, so it's more convenient. The Oyinbo but Bashe Yoruba no. Abimisi ìlú Nàìjíríà tí a mọ̀ dáadáa sí ìlú Èkó ní àdúgbò kan tí wọ́n ń pè ní Mushin. Exactly. Shotiyewa. So, and to the glory of God, our school tá lọ ní Mushin started my primary school at a school called St. Jude's Primary School in Lasamaja, in the Lassa area. Then láti ibẹ̀ I moved lọ sí secondary school, Archbishop Age Memorial High School, also in Mushin. Then later on, we moved from there to our high institution education, which ta kọ́kọ́ ká tó wá lọ síbẹ̀ a tún lọ sí Susan Martins Comprehensive High School. Ìyẹn wà ní Pápá Jao. That twin building with Premier College here ní Palm Avenue area. Exactly. So kó tó di pé àwa kúrò ńbẹ̀ àwa tẹ̀síwájú lọ sí ilé ẹ̀kọ́ gíga tí à ń pè ní university. So a ṣe ẹ̀kọ́ tí wọ́n ń pè ní sociology ní ọdún yẹn ní Oṣù tí a jáde pẹ̀lú result 2-2 to the glory of God. And lẹ́yìn yẹn a tún ṣe a try láti borrow àwọn ẹ̀kọ́ díẹ̀ nítorí wípé àti school lèmi ti jẹ́ kí àwọn òbí mi mọ ibi tí mo fẹ́ yà sí tèmi. No need of wasting time and wasting money. Mo ti sọ láti bẹ̀ pé orin lèmi fẹ́ kọ o. So ó dà pé ibi tí Ọlọ́run sọ pé ìrìn àjò tèmi máa gbà rè o. So little did we need to bother about pé a fẹ́ lọ sí banking and finance department and stuff. But funny enough, but I'm at this university, banking and finance yẹn náà ni dáàdi mi kọ́kọ́ mú mi lọ pé I wanted to be a banker. But bí dáàdi mi ṣe pa ẹ̀yìn dàbá yìí tí wọ́n ń bọ́ta nínú school yẹn lèmi béèrè lọ́wọ́ àwọn ará banking and finance bí ẹjọ́ bó ló ti ń ṣe music ń bí ṣe ẹni music department. Àwọn yẹn bá ní but your dad just said you're going to be in banking and finance. You better don't bother yourself. I want to know. I want to wambi music in the back. I just can't be told for me to catch. So and yeah, growing up, I did a little bit of it. I had my diploma in music and tried to seek some other knowledge about musical theory from some of my wọ́n tí mo lè pè gẹ́gẹ́ bí àwòkọ́ṣe mi tí mo lè sọ pé lágbájá báyìí mo wish láti dàbí lágbájá báyìí mo wish láti dàbí òun so pàṣẹ àṣebẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní ipò títí di àárọ̀ ènìyàn.
To the glory of God, we give glory to God for all you have passed through, especially when you were trying to be somebody in life.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Some people think it's just something you just go out and just become anything.
Just in a day.
Go wrong.
Rara.
Let's take you back a little bit. When you were very young.
Yes, sir.
Let me tell you this. My own. When I was very young, my mom know when I'm in the room.
Right.
Nobody steal no money. Nobody do anything. Nobody steal money. Nobody steal food. Because I'm always vigilant. I don't want nobody to do something that is not good. But when it comes to Talo Bulagbaja, hello, Payoa. Oh, Tobalo, go over slim, go to Japo. So, what is that thing that you do that they know that is Samide?
Well, growing up, stubbornness is the order of the day. First of all, things that people say, you don't do this, those things are always put into practice. First of all, by the time I grow up, only one board know Ibeji. We are talking about no Ibeji, can you call my shell? Primary school, Timo Lobo, did it Loba or Beji, but only one board know you. But they said, really low. Ebi ma lu yigi di go, you know, àwọn ọmọ ọlọ́mọ òdẹ̀ ṣẹ̀mí ló tó àti ló dodo, who and below, behold. Mo dẹ̀ nà wọ́n. Mo ná Kẹ́hìndé lọ́wọ́ táyé wá gbèjà, mo tún nà òun náà. So the next day, àwọn òbí wọn wá sílé wa. One thing I do always, my stubbornness comes from, you know, I always want to play soccer. Tá a máa ń pè ní football níbi táwa ti wà. So àìmọye bàtà school mi tó ti já. Àbí kí n wọ bàtà lọ school láàárọ̀ kí n máa padà bọ̀ nílé àti fi bàtà ṣe gopo so bàtà bá gbá bọ́ọ̀lù lọ sápá báyìí ká tó dé àwọn tó ní bàtà tó ní bàtà wọ́n ti kó bàtà lọ àwọn pé
èsì owó bàtà rẹ
kí la bá sọ lélẹ̀ ni bàtà náà dẹ̀sùn máa bá amúmájẹ̀mùṣẹ́ sẹ̀lẹ̀ wá dé wá so ó easy fún mi láti fẹsẹ̀ rìn délé ṣùgbọ́n ẹgbà tí mò ń lọ jẹ́ yẹn so you know and I'm so blessed with a very wonderful daddy tó yẹ pé popsi bá ti ní pé o ti dùn ìfẹ́ gba akọrin fún ẹ a ní jẹun kó o tó jẹgba tàbí jẹgba kó o tó jẹun.
So you choose one.
So ibi tó wáyé ìwọ ti mọ̀ pé wọ́n ní láti dárúkọ ẹ̀ pé àṣìnà ìwọ mọ̀ bá wí ìwọ fúnra rẹ̀ ti mọ̀ pé èmi náà kọrin fún yìí so wáyé adáhùn pé ẹ̀jẹ̀ ìjẹgba kí ìjẹgba kí n tó jẹun bó tẹ̀ pé òní lè kọ́ sí beat torí hot seat ló wà so pẹ̀lú ìbẹ̀rù bójó yẹn ṣẹ́wọ̀n with my kind of stubbornness growing up so I would just say pé wo ẹgbàá ni àlékú máa lọ jẹun so I always choose kí n jẹgba kí n tó jẹun so tí bá ti jẹgba yẹn tán máa jẹun máa lọ wẹ̀ mọ́ mi àtún lọ wẹ̀ fún mi àwọn pet mi máa sùn but lo and behold mo ti ń plan ni bí àwọn tó wá fẹjọ́ mi sùn lé yẹn ní tí màá tún ṣe fún wọn lọ́jọ́ kejì tí bá dé school ó tún ti ń ràn nínú ọpọlọ mi pé bọ̀ báwo ni bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe tọ̀tẹ̀ yìí tí wọn ò ní mọ̀ pé mi ni kí ó bá tún di pé ológo jẹ okó tó jẹ gbà so that is just it.
All right, let's now look at ladies, quote unquote. Are you married now?
Yes, yeah, I'm married.
With kids, right?
Yes, with kids.
Okay.
Yeah.
Before you got married, do you have any problem of choosing lady of your choice? Or what really adds to your choosing of a lady?
Honestly speaking, I don't have a problem of choice. Reason being that, and Ọlọ́run dẹ̀ rí mi kì í ṣe pé bóyá mo ń sọ àsọdùn. The way I'm being wired, or bóyá kí n sọ pé nǹkan tí mo bá lọ́wọ́ àwọn tó bí mi ni. I've never seen my dad run after any lady. Maybe he's doing it, he didn't let me know as a little boy, as a growing up boy, maybe because, yeah, but it wasn't physical, yeah, me, fojú ara mi rírí. Then, gone are those days, decency wà. Bó bí èèyàn bá ń ṣe nǹkan tí ò bá bójú mu kò ní ṣe lójú ọmọ ẹ̀. Ayé ìsìn, àwọn ọmọ wa obìnrin wọ́n ready gan láti daddy. So you give me 200,000, I'll give you my friend. You know that, my friend? They will tell you. Àwọn ọmọ wa sì ready láti gbé àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ wọn wá pé so Ọlọ́run kó bá tún ilé ayé ṣe. So growing up, me ever ríru ẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ daddy mi. So and I look up to him as 150%. Growing up, I look up to him so much. So it was, yeah. So it was like maybe even when before they had me. Maybe ìwà tí wọ́n ti níyẹn ni wọ́n wá wùtí tó fi wá bí mi gẹ́gẹ́ bí àkọ́bí wọn. But knowing him as my dad and knowing my mom as my mom, mi ìráwọn tí mo rí pé ó ń sáré lóbìnrin kan àfi táwọn yẹn bá ń wà because of his kind of job as a clergy. So obìnrin pupa dúdú gíga kúkúrú máa wá gẹ́gẹ́ bí pé wọ́n jẹ́ ìránṣẹ́ tí Ọlọ́run ń lò. So coming to my own line of business, which is music, I see a lot of women, a lot of them all around, but I've never had the intention of, oh, baba, I have to do this, I have to do that, kinto achieve you anyway, or I have to impress you. So it was never a problem for me having a choice of woman. But the thing is, when I see,
and I feel like,
and I say, oh, so mo kàn try láti jẹ́ ká gbádùn session yìí. But honestly speaking, I have seen àwọn aṣíwájú tí wọ́n ti rìn ọ̀nà music yìí káwa tó rìn, and I have tried to inculcate some things, the ones that are good, and I tried to stay away. I created a barrier. I built up a barrier like this one is what I don't want to be known for. I don't want to be in this channel. Mi ò fẹ́ kó obìnrin jọ nítorí pé mo jẹ́ musician. Or mi ò fẹ́ kó obìnrin jọ nítorí pé mo jọ SHINA OYINLOLA. You know you are handsome, you're good looking. So because you are handsome and you now say, oh, because this, so I have to use that opportunity to do this. So ojú tẹ̀mí wò mí yẹ kò fara mọ́ ojú ọmọ Ọlọ́run. Kí ló dé? No, I mean, come on.
You buy a gilet, yeah.
But mi sọ pé kóbìnrin ẹ jẹ́ ká là torí orí ètò la wà yìí. What I'm saying is, àwọn èèyàn kọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run dá wọn bíi tiyín tí wọ́n bá pobìnrin, obìnrin á pè wọ́n. Mi fẹ́ sọ pé mi rí bẹ́ẹ̀, but ẹ̀yin rí bẹ́ẹ̀.
You má rí bẹ́ẹ̀ because you are not in my shoes.
Mo rí yín ní. Mo rí yín bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe.
This man is something. Okay, now let's come a little bit to this level. The level of, since you have been doing performances.
Yes, sir.
What really inspired you to? Because some of people don't have that current, some of them will have scripts, they have this, they have that. Do you script some of your performances, or is it just coming naturally, or you just see what is on the Ojo Agbo, then you go ahead with it?
Well, I'm going to specify that into 3 different categories.
Okay.
First of all, as a complete artist, hear me out, complete artist, you must be able to diversify. Tá a bá dé òde tá a ń lọ yìí o, n tá a máa ṣe rèé o. Ẹ wá dé òde, n tẹ́ ẹ wá gbé wá yẹn kò meet, in fact, kò sínú equipment tó kó sílẹ̀ fún yín láti perform. So are we gonna tell àwọn tí wọ́n pè wá ṣeré pé nítorí kò sí drums ń bí àbí kò sí keyboard nílé ṣeré fún yín o. So a complete artist must be able to diversify.
Fitting to what is obtainable.
That is one. Secondly, a complete artist must be able to interpret the crowd. When you see your crowd, kí làwọn èèyàn yìí máa like, kí ni máa fún wọn tí wọ́n máa gbádùn. You must be able to interpret it.
15 years old, 20 years old. Once
ẹ máa wọ́kọ̀ sórí ẹ ṣèdí bí àbàrà. They're gonna look at you like, show Mokotozo, Tabedo, Buga. So you must be able to interpret your crowd. Then the last one, to Jeketa, when you have this Baba to look at when you're alone, at every minute of your life, kí o máa sọ fún Ọlọ́run pé nǹkan tí mo gbé dání mi ò mọ̀ ṣe o, ìwọ ni kó máa tọ́ mi sọ́nà, so that hawali téèyàn bá fẹ́ ya aláṣejù torí èèyàn nìkan kọ́ lọ́rùn dá lò, èèyàn pọ̀ lọ́rùn Ọlọ́run, so kó bá sọ pé Ọlọ́run máa gbé wá fún mi
jẹ́ kí n máa rí sọ
tí n bá ti débẹ̀. So in the days of Adébóyè fún wọn tán, Gbénga Adébóyè máa ń gbọ́ dáadáa of blessed memory, ó ní ọrùn ọwọ́ òun ibẹ̀ ni kìíní yẹn wà, tó bá ti mú báírò tó ti mú pen báyìí a máa wá. Baba, my own is when I get hold of the microphone.
That's when you get it.
And I look up, mo máa ń dàbí ọmọ tó ń ṣòjòrò tó ń jí nǹkan wò lókè, because ọ̀nà yẹn a kàn ṣí, a kàn máa feed mi, ṣé mo bí taproot ṣe rí nínú plantation bó ṣe máa ń gba kìíní ẹ̀ láti ilẹ̀ lẹ̀ tó máa taproot tó máa gbà tó máa feed the branches tó máa feed ẹ̀. God bless you, sir. Màá dẹ́wọ̀ ìbò yẹn padà fún yín ká tó ṣe tán. Mo pẹ́ ìyá mi ni. So before you know it, and you see faces, series of options will be out there. Now, choose anyone you like and continue. So if you get that my explanation, I don't pre-plan, oh, tí bá dé Houston Lenny, nǹkan báyìí ni màá fún wọn bẹ́ẹ̀, tí bá dé kéde nǹkan, no.
Whatever that comes.
When it comes, then you now digest and you decide which way.
All right. Oh, I hope you guys are enjoying the live show, Sammy Jerry. And if you don't want to tell lies, you know it's very, very entertaining. The way he's talking, you know he's the kind of person that live people been smiling around him. He's not a
rigid person.
Are you an introvert or an extrovert?
In fact, I'll tell you I'm both. Because sometimes I'm not just want to be, I don't want you to know the kind of person I am. I'm just going to be like, But if you look into my eyes properly, you will know, this person, you can't learn you, you can't learn you. But when I'm free with my people, my family, you know, we enjoy ourselves. We don't have problems. We'll play to any length.
All right. You've stated that you went to school, you've stated that you have a wife, you've stated that you have a job, which is singing, performances, writing music down, giving some other people scope of music.
Right.
What do you do that makes you happy?
In just one word,
In just one word.
I make my happiness from making others happy. I gain my joy. I feel fulfilled when you are happy around me.
Hallelujah.
Amen.
Hallelujah.
Amen. Bush Calabash, Ilulu Golale. Odayechi. Odayefa.
Okay, so let us into it a little bit.
It's about an engagement that we got back home in Nigeria. I need lots to play for Cornell. Yeah, Cornell on one first share engagement, and another artist was scheduled to play the next day. So usually I'm this kind of person where more time conscious go. Even nígbà tí mi ti ẹ jẹ́ èèyàn gan, I'm like a person to tell you when I have an information that I'm slated to perform at a place, I prefer to sleep the night before the day that I was going to perform. So I'm that kind of a person. And for the fact that when you're still struggling to achieve a particular height, the ones you call your own, sometimes you're pulling it so that you could go up, and they will still like be pulling you back because they don't have that dream that you have, the vision that you're about to achieve. They don't know it. They have no idea of it at all. So in that regard, they end up pulling you back. Like you tell them assemble for 2 o'clock, and one day about 2, 4,
6 p.m.
they didn't show up. We were supposed to perform at the engagement. So it was time because they were military people. So they said they're going to start the stuff around 12. And we were going to play just 2 hours, which was 12 to 2 o'clock before they start the event. My dear brother, Debe, we were 4 o'clock in the evening. We were still in the traffic to link Awolowo Road. So if we had known, we wouldn't have even showed up at all. Biaka ma warara, kakumo poke, biaka share refund. But we didn't have the idea that they were military setup. So when we got there, I appeared like, you know, Nigerians, you know how we do our stuff. I got into the compound. 6 guys got there with me that we drove the same vehicle. And 4 others that were waiting for were another vehicle out there. So, I was 6 years at to get our ready. I want many to want to day one of them monobitan law at the federal drive papo. And I hate to tell a story, I'm at the venue and without waiting for sound. The sound man is still to stuck somewhere in traffic around so area. I want we all arrive at once and start the performance right there and there. That shows how serious-minded you are. So, but in a nutshell, we got there and these people said you are scheduled to perform 12 o'clock. You got here 4 o'clock. They already skipped that area. The moment the colonel saw me, he said, who is these people marching in? You know, for people that are military, that they are security conscious, when 4 or 5 march into their compound and they never know the faces, it's going to raise an alarm. So they look at, who is this? Then the colonel called one of his security and said, who are those people marching in? They said they were the musicians. Which musician? They are supposed to play for me, Koi? They are supposed to play 2 hours ago. Kai, when not? Those ones? Okay, make them come. So they literally just ushered us into the guard room of that building. It was something of like a box, which was like for a cage for a dog. And they actually marched us in. So by the time we got to the middle of the way, then they brought out, you know, there's one we call blala in Nigeria. Koboko. They brought it out and they were like, you guys were supposed to perform 12 o'clock. Esembo. Shara, leyin orun mi. Ìgbà tí ma wẹ̀yìn pé ta ló lù mí, I saw another person holding my boys as well. Baba, wọ́n lù wá. Wọ́n lù wá jọ wọ́n ní ká wọnú ibẹ̀ yẹn. You know, sometimes when they give you some kind of treatment, you yourself, you know that you cannot go inside this thing, but you won't know how you find yourself in that stuff. Baba, I was there for 90 minutes.
Àwọn olúlù tó máa sọ pé bọ́sẹ̀ èdè tó máa ní ò jẹ́ bọ́sẹ̀ o.
Wọ́n kàn máa pè é máa ní sá. Nuru, sá. You start confessing all those stuff you didn't do.
Oh my God.
So they kept us in there. You know, how will you put you and 5 people in a cage? So it means each person will be like this in that stuff.
As you are.
Even as big as, you know.
Oh my gosh.
So we're there for 90 minutes. I won't forget. We're there for 90 minutes.
That's 1 hour, 30 minutes.
So the people that made them beat us up, they didn't even bother to come in at all. They were out there because they got information already that we're being dealt with. So àwa jẹ̀yà yẹn ló máa sọ pé rárẹ̀ ló máa ń ṣẹ̀wọ̀n àwòtún ló máa ń ṣẹ̀wọ̀n rárẹ̀. My dear brother, when I got out of that place that day, Baba, it's something that we never forget. Because, first of all, the reason why I will never forget that day is because that actually broke my band. I was a growing up guy. I was still growing up, trying to put a team together. So I couldn't had that, you know, that kind of patience to manage the situation. Because of the way they treated me so badly, I had to pounce on those guys. You know, transfer of aggression. I was mad because they dealt with me that way. So 4 of them, I had to tell them, you know, as from this day, you're no more a member of this band anymore. So I sent them away, which I know myself that they are so, you know, in every establishment, in every group or company, you have some people that they see themselves as being the special ones. They know that they are good at what they do. So they have some kind of a little bit of pomposity that if he doesn't see us, he can't do. So lára nǹkan tí ó jẹ́ kí wọ́n pẹ́ dé nìyẹn, wọn ò gbọ́mọ fún wọn tọ́, wọn ò gbómi àmàlàkà náà fẹ́ nìkan kan rò, but kò lè ṣe ọkọ tí ò bá rí wa jàrá àwa lẹ̀mí ọ̀gá. So they made us go through hell that day.
One question.
Yes, sir.
Do they get their money back, or that was what they paid?
They got a refund. We were beaten and they still got a refund.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, that's why I will never forget. Funny enough, we paid, you know those days that we have to, when you get paid, you have to do some kind of disbursement. You pay the instrument guy, you pay the truck guy, you pay, we did that already. But after all that being done, first of all, the sound person said, I came. It was you people that didn't play. So, because he actually saw the marks on my neck as well. And I made him understand. And, you know, for my story, for somebody that was being put in a university to go and study banking and finance, and I single-handedly changed my course by myself to do music. So, you know, I fell into the group of suffering and smiling. All of those sufferings that I encounter in music life or journey, I couldn't tell my parents because they didn't tell me to do music. I chose music myself.
It was your own.
It was my own yarn make. So So when others have others to run to, I had nobody to run because my dad is a disciplinarian. If I go to him and say, I didn't even let him know I changed my course for complete 2 years. He thought I was doing banking and finance in university. And I changed to music already, but he didn't know.
You're a tough guy.
Yes, I am. I know.
I can see that.
That's why I said I'm a stubborn guy.
And that's what you do. Stubborn.
Yes, sir. Exactly, sir.
Okay, let's now go a little bit. When you been doing music, do you have albums to your own?
Yes.
Collections?
Right, of course.
You have collections?
Of course, yes, sir.
How many albums?
Right now, if I have to count from 1 to, I think I have 12 recorded albums right now.
12? Can you say the first and the last?
The first one is the one that brought my name. The first one was the one that brought my name, Alashe.
Alashe. Can we hear
Yes. That was where I sang, Alashe ni mi mo ń kọrin, sasa titi rere sasa, ẹyọ ma Alashe o, ẹ ma jo, 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 jo. Then that was where I did the proclamation and a declaration, and I'll call it like, it's like I had a decree into my life. Okay. That was where I sang, mo ti gba visa o, mo ti gba visa, ìlú òyìnbó ti yá, mo ti gba visa o. Kódà, mi ì mọ̀ ní embassy. But thereafter, after the release of that album, I got a visa.
Wow.
That was when I had my London trip. I had a London, it was not just one trip.
Wow.
It was a tour.
Multiple trips.
It was a tour.
Wow.
So I was going back and forth.
So, okay.
And the last
one.
album that I recorded, that was just recorded last year, was titled Revelation.
Revelation. That's trying to see what...
Revealing what God has installed into my life and living by it.
Okay. Yes. We hear something that is...
So in Revelation was where I sang, Òrìṣà wo ló dàbí Ọlọ́run kó jáde síta, òrìṣà wo ló dàbí Ọlọ́run kó jáde síta. Kò dẹ̀ sí bó òrìṣà ṣe pọ̀ tó, kò sí tó dàbí Ọlọ́run nínú wọn. Ìyẹn lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́. Another track, a sọ pé níbi tó dúró sí bá mi juwọ́ sókè kó pariwo pé ògo, 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 ó yá ògo, ṣínà yọ mí ògo, Ọlọ́run ògo ló jẹ́sẹ̀ ògo ni mo jẹ́, yé ògo, lélelele ògo. Mo wá sọ tó special, ẹni kí ni mo wí, mo wá sọ fún wọn pé ògo bíi ti Jésù Kristi, ògo bíi ti Jésù Kristi, òun ni mo fẹ́. Tó bá wá rí bẹ́ẹ̀, ọmọ ológo làwa láti ilẹ̀ àdádì mi ò gbé, ọ̀tá mi dolófo ṣẹ́tìrì, ọmọ ológo làwa láti ilẹ̀ Òyìnlọ́mọ ṣùgbọ́n ọ̀tá wa dolófo. Bó ṣe wà nìyẹn.
Ìyẹn ló jẹ́ ká sọ pé àwa ló kàn o.
Oh yeah. Another platform too, yeah.
This music has been going all viral now. Amy Local. How did you get that? How did you get to that?
Well, it was one of our top politicians in Nigeria.
Okay.
Very famous man, Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
Oh, that's like the band.
Yes, he came up with like he was trying to make a manifesto of about, he's trying to become the Nigerian next president, and he came out with, he was trying to refer to the present government that how he lost elections, and he came to him for support, for help. So, and nígbà tí wọ́n wá sọ̀rọ̀ wá sọ pé ó ṣàkọ́kọ́ ó lulẹ̀, ó ṣèkejì ó lulẹ̀, ó ṣèkẹta ó lulẹ̀, ó tún lọ sórí tẹlifíṣàn ó sunkún jáde báyìí, ṣùgbọ́n lásìkò yìí ẹgbẹ́ kìíní ọ̀hún wá èmi ló kàn. So I just thought about it that
that is not music. That's not a song.
it wasn't a song, but I'm this person that I study my environment.
Okay.
I put my environment into music. If it is hard, I'll put it into music so that it can add some little kind of feelings to that hard life. It can be a little bit soft. Yoruba people will say, I feel like cable see. If not, you about to put Ibo see you, Ibo see you, Ibo see you, Ibo see you. You see the dance step.
Then.
So I studied my environment and I looked at, okay, àwọn nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ láàárín ọdún àìgán tó drama lọ́tọ̀. Tábà ní ká bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní gbẹ̀mí sí, ẹlòmíà kàn ní heart attack all of a sudden. So ká kú sọ di comedy, ká sọ di ẹ̀fẹ̀ bọ́ra lọ́wọ́, so ká sọ di cruise.
For those that think it's not allowed to have Jerry that sang it, can you just sing it now?
I was at my brother's album launch last night, and I just look at the crowd. People were just up and down. It was so like a full house, and I said, okay, let me give them something that will make them remember about home. Then I said, okay, Ose Kidi Olule, Ose Keji Olule, Ose Keta Olule, ó tún sunkún lórí television. Ṣó ti gbọ́ pé èmi ló kàn gbé kíní yìí wá, ẹgbẹ́ kíní ọ̀hún wá, èmi ló kàn. So that was how the whole party went into, oh my God, what is this? Everybody was up and dancing. So
wow. So that's very, very good. That's a good one. Yes, and you can all hear that. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni ló kàn sí
bẹ́ẹ̀ni ẹgbẹ́ kíní ọ̀hún wá, bẹ́ẹ̀ni o, àwa ló kàn.
Yes, you are happy. What is the kind of song that you sing for yourself? It's just you and your God now. What kind of song did you?
I just return it back to God. I just give it back to him, God in praise. Thanksgiving songs of any kind. First of all, funny enough, there's no kind of music I don't listen to. If you get to my closet, my sound closet, or if you get to my car, you'll find different kind of selections. I listen to even the craziest music you can ever imagine. I listen to it because I'm going to thank you, because I eventually bring out something out of nothing. There's a saying which says there is sense in nonsense.
Yeah, a lot of sense in nonsense. You're right.
So that's why when I'm like the mood I am, right? I'm so like, very happy. I found my brother from Nigeria a long time ago, been together. We have our sister in the house. We're all like full house. We are so, so I'm so delighted. So in this kind of mood, I just want to enjoy that 100% happiness. And when I get into the corner of my room, I say, Lord, it can only you. It can only be God. I have a composition which says, it can only be God in my life. It can only be God to parí iṣẹ́. It can only be God in my life. It can only be God to parí iṣẹ́. Now, ibi tí a délé ní Ọlọ́run ni. Ibi tí à ń lọ Jésù ọwọ́ rẹ̀ ni. Ibi tí mo délé ní ọwọ́ rẹ̀ ni. Ibi tí mò ń lọ Jésù ọwọ́ rẹ̀. Torí náà, it can only be God in my life. It can only be God to parí iṣẹ́.
To see every gadget.
Abi, this is the best country in the whole world, Lawayi, America.
We thank God for that.
What else do we want?
Glory be to God. Glory be to God. Now let's now go back to Nigeria a little bit. Let's believe you are being crowned as a successful businessman now.
Yes, sir.
I don't want to see you as a singer.
Right.
You now build this gigantic home.
Yeah.
You need 3 artists to come and play for you. Who are your best 3 artists that you would choose?
Jesus.
Ọmọ Ọlọ́run, ọmọ Dáfídì.
Ṣàánú fún mi. Ah, crazy. Okay, now,
It could be hip hop, it could be
Right,
whatever.
right.
Just 3 artists.
number 1 is Lagbaja.
You take ọmọ bàbá Mùkọ́ Lágbájá ọmọ ìyá ọmọ mi.
Yes.
Okay.
Number 2 is Burna Boy.
Burna Boy. Is it Burna Boy? Okay.
Team Burna Boy.
Team Burna Boy.
Team Burna Boy.
Okay.
So that's the number 2.
Then number 3.
And the number 3, I will want to appreciate the man that has gone through a lot to pave way for other Nigerian artists. If I have to mention, I'll mention the one that is gone already. Fela did a lot before he left.
But right now we don't
But
have Fela
with the ones we have now, I will want Evangelist Ebenezer Obey.
Oh.
I will
That
want,
is Baba.
yes.
That is
So Burna Boy will handle the youths,
the youth side.
right?
Baba
Ebenezer will handle àwọn bàbá wa tó máa wà ń jókòó, àwọn bàbá tó wà ń
So
kalẹ̀.
Lágbájá will be middle.
Lagbaja will do what is happening around us, sing and let us have fun. Yeah.
Okay, the way the thing is going in Nigeria.
Yes, sir.
We have Jagaban having the ticket for the APC.
Yes, sir.
We have
Atiku for PDP.
PDP. We have Peter Obi for
Labour Party.
Labour Party. And we have Jowore. We have a couple of them.
Right.
All of them. What do you think is the future of Nigeria?
Well, as for me, I am not a political person. That's first. But I honestly still gonna put. I've been doing that, but I'm still gonna put the future of Nigeria into the hands of God. We need God 100% at this time. So whoever is the next president of Nigeria should be èèyàn tí Ọlọ́run yàn láti gbé wa dé ilẹ̀ ìlérí, láti yọ wá nínú oko. Bí Ọlọ́run ṣe lo Mósè láti yọ àwọn ọmọ Ísírẹ́lì lóko ẹrú, bó tiẹ̀ jẹ́ pé kò padà dé ilẹ̀ ìlérí, ṣùgbọ́n Jésù sọ pé ó ní ẹni bí ọkàn mi, ní bí bó ṣe fẹ́ràn Ábúráhámù tó. So such a person ní k'Ọlọ́run gbé dìde nínú gbogbo àwọn, ó lè jáwọn tá a dárúkọ yìí náà l'Ọlọ́run fẹ́ kó sínú wọn láti lò. It's good. Ṣùgbọ́n k'Ọlọ́run yan ẹni bí ọkàn ẹ̀ fún orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà.
Amen.
That's my take.
Amen. And so shall it be in Jesus'
name. Amen.
So if you are the president, what are the 3 things you will do to make Nigeria happy?
Hey, Sammy Jerry.
Sammy Jerry, who the presidency?
Well,
3 things you will do to make Nigerians happy.
Number 1, I'll take care of electricity.
Light.
100%.
Stability.
I'll do anything to make the electricity stable.
Okay.
Number 2, I would do. There was one time, there was one government that came that did poverty alleviation.
They're trying to give people some money.
Yeah. God bless America. And at the same time, God bless Nigeria as well, because turning takes out. Mo rántí pé ńgbà tí pandemic hit so hard that it was really terrible and everybody were like confused and condemned. America brought money from the treasury, from the resources, and they put into the economy. Yes. How did they do it? They gave people checks, so that they can put the money back into the system. Yeah. And that will build it a little bit more. Yeah. So this money that our leaders are sharing up and down, somebody needs to stop it.
So you do a poverty
alleviation, so that people can, so I can share the money around people for them to put it back into the system, and we'll escape poverty and penury. Then the last one is security.
Build security, so that
because Nigeria is not secure right now.
I touched that because we are Nigerians.
Excuse me.
Nigerians, and if we decide to not say something about Nigeria, it will be like we are not from Nigerians.
Tó fọwọ́ sí júwe lé bàbá ẹ̀ ni.
Thank you so much. Alashe Jamijere, who are your sawawus when it comes to music in Nigeria? Maybe some people will be saying, Alashe not ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ ṣó ti pẹ́ tó bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn ni. It doesn't matter if that person is doing well or is not doing well.
Right.
Yeah.
I will answer that question with a lot of diplomacy.
Okay.
The last time I checked, before leaving Nigeria, before I relocated, I remember I celebrated my 25 years on stage, at that time.
Okay.
I'm not good at keeping dates, but I am very, very sure that it was almost going to be like about 15 years ago now,
So
to this time.
We have close to 40 years on stage.
Exactly.
Okay.
So whoever that is on the line of that period,
It's my
with this, we are our Kábíyèsí Elédùmarè.
You would have 30 years then.
You're not there.
So we thank God for what God has done in our lives, and we believe we are still moving forward.
And if you want to calculate by my age, I started at the age of 8 years old professionally.
So definitely, you're right. You're right.
So I know what I'm saying.
You're right. You're right. You're right. Paul nínú Bíbélì, ó ní kì í ṣe pé ọwọ́ mi ti tẹ̀ ẹ́ ná, ṣùgbọ́n mo ṣe ń
làkàkà bẹ́ẹ̀ ni.
mo ń tiraka torí pé mo lè ìdánilójú wà pé a ti bá.
Right.
Tabadẹ̀ bá o ní fi sílẹ̀ wàá make use of it ni. Torí tó bá fi sílẹ̀ ẹlòmíì tó ń bọ̀ lẹ́yìn
Abba, right.
Ìwọ ti wá ń kọjá wájú ẹ̀, so ó ti kọjá ẹ̀ nìyẹn.
Yes.
Kò sí òkè kan tó kọjá ibi tí a wà yìí, ihun tí a bá ní níwọ̀nba láti lè máa fi ran ọmọ láti kejì lọ́wọ́. I don't think it's bad.
Right.
Do you do kind of things for people? Do you help people?
If I tell you today that I gain my happiness from making others happy, how do I even make others happy? That's the question of the day.
That shows that you help people a lot.
Because tí n bá fi ogún mi 2 cents mi tí n bá fi ra fries fún yín sà, tẹ́ ẹ bá ń jẹ fries yẹn lọ́wọ́ tí mo rí pé ń láàgùn, inú mi á dẹ̀ máa dùn.
Tóró jẹ oúnjẹ tí mo fún yẹn kò ní bàjẹ́ fún ọmọ àdúgbò mi.
Amen.
So that is that about that. You've been listening to Sammy Jerry all this while, and I want to believe you enjoy the story and all of the things. But the bass goes there, you probably don't enjoy it much. Don't worry, it's because there's no beat and all that.
Right.
But I promise you, we'll go back to the stage, then you hear a little bit about Sammy Jerry. Alashe Sammy Jerry.
And something big is coming.
Taking down on Sydney.
You know,
Something
just
very
keep.
big is coming. Especially very close to the city where you are.
Right.
And you will know that on Feniche.
That's
Right,
right.
If you see a musician that can just look at his watch and sing about it without practicing it, that is what we call talent. And if we are talking about talent, we're talking about the real raw talent. Right here. Alashe
Sammy Jerry, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much,
I
sir.
really appreciate you.
You're welcome,
and
sir.
a lot
Always.
of people that are looking forward to be like you. What is your advice for them?
In one word, be real, be yourself, and trust God. That's just for me.
Be real, be yourself,
And trust God.
How long have you been in the US now?
It should be my 7th year.
So this is 2022 minus 7. Then you know when
you got here. When you got here.
It's very, very simple.
Right.
So that is how it is. So if you are there sitting down and you think the manna will fall, manna don't just fall like that. You have to work hard to get that. I don't even think God wants to put down manna anymore.
No. You have to.
No more manners.
Manna to you know.
No more manna.
You have to sort your way to get to manna right now.
And if you are there, you think somebody well, but to me, I would say get closer to that person ó lè jẹ́ òun gangan kọ́ ló bà inú jẹ́ ó lè jẹ́ ẹni tó wá sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ fún ẹ gangan ló bà inú jẹ́ èèyàn burú inú níkà you need to know watch who talks to you watch what you tell anybody that talks to you. This is where I'm drawing the curtain today, and my name again is SHINA OYINLOLA. Teku ńlá ràdá, tọmọtọmọ ńlá fẹ́bìnrin ilé bàbá tó bí mi lọ́mọ. Aláṣẹ ìjàmbí jẹ́rì, ẹ bá sọ fáwọn èèyàn kó dìgbà ká tó máa lọ.
Ẹ ṣé tẹ́ darapọ̀ mọ́ wa. Ẹ ṣé tẹ́ tún jáde gbọ́ wa. Ọlọ́run ojú àdúrà kò ní tiwa tilé toko. Ẹ ṣé tẹ́ darapọ̀ mọ́ wa. Thank you so much. Ẹ ṣé darapọ̀ mọ́ wa. Ẹ ṣé tẹ́ tún jáde gbọ́ wa. Ẹ ṣé tẹ́ darapọ̀ mọ́ wa. Àwa la ó máa wá, ẹ̀yin la ó máa bá. Oh, thank you so very much.
Thank you so much.
God bless you all.
God bless you, and we love you. Bye for now.
Ṣe bí ọlọ́lá, ṣe bí bẹ́ẹ̀ la ṣe bí mi lọ́mọ. Má jẹ́ kọ́mọ ẹlẹ́ran jẹ gúngún, kọ́mọ aláṣọ máa wà kísà kísà. Ọmọ olómi mi kò má ṣe bá wọn ké o gbẹ̀ láyé. Orí mi o, orí má dààmú mi o. Àti wáyé mo bẹ̀ ọ́ o. mi débi re. Orí o, orí, má dààmú mi o. Orí mi yé, orí, má dààmú mi o. Ìwọ ni mo bá wá sáyé o, ìwọ lọmọ ẹ̀yìn ayé mi. Báláwo ire pàdé mi kí wọ́n wájú kí ìranú rẹ̀ gbà. Bí mo tún wẹ̀yìn wò ìranú rẹ̀ gbà yé o jaburata. Orí o, orí, má dààmú mi o. Orí mi yé o, orí, má dààmú mi o. Torí ìwọ ni mo bá wá.
Without auto insurance, do you know the time and money you'll spend if you're caught? Why risk it? At Aegis Insurance, we have several insurance carriers to tailor your specific needs. We offer low rates on liability starting from $38 a month. For a 2 vehicle, $65 a month. No driver's license, no problem. We accept Texas IDs, passports, international driver's license, and expired driver's license. Pay 3 months in advance and save 20% on auto insurance. We offer discounts for switching over to Aegis, as well as good student discounts. Buy by phone, pay by phone. It's just that simple. It's our job to meet your needs when no one else can. So don't get caught driving without auto insurance. The law requires you to have liability. Call Aegis Insurance today for a free quote and start saving money.
If you are interested in healthcare field, Big Sis Medical Institute can help you get there. A Texas board certified institute specialized in certified nursing assistant program. Our program lasts for 5 weeks, which includes hands-on training with professional trained instructors and on-site clinical practical in-state approved nursing facilities. We also provide morning and evening classes. Big Sis Medical Institute can help place graduates in great job environment and is proud of providing services for more than a decade. Please call us at 281-497-8446 or 281-757-6621. Email us at bigsismedicalinstitute@gmail.com or come visit us at 2215 Highway 6 South, Houston, Texas 77077. Come, let us make your dream a reality. Sunrise African Supermarket has been in existence for a while now with everyday 5-star rating. All our customers love one-stop shopping experience. Come, see and buy your groceries with us. Sunrise African Supermarket, 12639 Business Street, Houston, Texas. It's 77099. Open Monday to Saturday, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. and 2 p.m. to 9 p.m. on Sundays. Telephone 347-7772. Sunrise African Supermarket. Come, see, and buy your groceries with us. One in authentic African cuisine has made us not to stop dishing out the best to our customers. Check out some of our delicacies in African food today. We also cater for both indoor and outdoor parties. Finger Licking Restaurant 2.0. Check our all-day coffee tea spots out. Open on Sunday 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Monday to Thursday 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Friday and Saturdays 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. We deliver with Uber Eats, DoorDash, and Drop Off. Finger Licking 2.0, 98178 Business Street, Houston, Texas 77036. Telephone 713-270-7070. Come for an authentic African cuisine.
Hello guys, my name is SHINA OYINLOLA, and as you can see, it's one-on-one with SHINA OYINLOLA. Today we want to talk about Finger Licking Restaurant. I have the pleasure to be in the studio with me today, Mr. Bola Ogunjimi Ajagajigi Ogun.
Yes, that's the man. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You want to say hi to my people?
Well, hi everybody. Nice to be with SHINA.
And that's Mr. Bola Ogunjimi. Today we want to talk about how do we get to know what finger licking is all about, and why are they different from all other restaurants? Let's hear from Mr. Bola Ogunjimi. What are the things you do that make finger licking stand out of others?
Let me put it this way. The major aim of finger licking restaurant is to provide the community, the public, with authentic African cuisine. Our main objectives is to ensure that we give it out as if the food is from the home kitchen.
So you want to make
it
it like
taste of home.
Taste of home, the way it's always be at home.
Exactly, that is what we aspire to do every time, and I think we have done a good job of this over the years.
So finger licking has been in existence for how long now?
We've been around for 21 years now.
Wow.
We've been around since
finger licking restaurant 21 years.
Yeah.
So what are the things that have been the major challenge since you've started this business?
Well, we thank God that over the years things keep changing. Originally, one of the first things that we took care of when we started finger licking was that African food tends to smell a lot. People then used to complain that when you go to an African restaurant and you leave the restaurant, you start smelling like
you are still with it.
Yeah, smell is not really, it's not the palatable one. We fought very hard to remove this stigma from African food.
Okay. So everything is working great now?
Yes,
and
it's working better now.
Than before?
Better than before.
Okay.
So we now have products. Okay. We now have another challenge right now, maybe personnel.
What do you mean by personnel?
In those days, when we have, I think when the immigration system wasn't this strict, we have people coming all the time. You have people that won lottery. Every time, lottery people will enter town.
New people.
New people. So we provide them with jobs on the spot. Yep. That's a challenge.
So you need workers to help out.
Yes.
Serving.
So workers,
cooking.
Exactly. Workers are also
not available.
Issue.
Why do you leave the?
Yeah, that's okay. One of the reasons why we left our former location.
Okay.
To the new location.
Okay.
Is because of space.
Finger Lincoln restaurant is right on 9817A Business Street. If you want to check them out, they have a couple of food there. If you want anything African cuisine at all, and all this fish roll, meat pie, you can get it as. I mean, if you want it in bulk, you just tell them and they're gonna provide it for you. And let me tell you something. One thing you don't know about Finger Lincoln is the taste of their food. It's very, very, very good. Have you tried? You want to try it today? Oh, just call me and I'm gonna give you something. Just go and take it for free. It's free. Can I do that for you?
Yeah, you can always do that.
Oh, wow.
You are very strong.
So if you call me, I'll just give you a paper. Just go, they give you one plate and you try it out. And you tell me how you feel. You know, Finger Lincoln has changed the face of restaurants in our community. And if a restaurant can still be in existence for over 20 years, you know what that takes? That is commitment and what? And focus. I want to thank you for doing that, sir.
Thank you.
God bless you.
Very much.
So that's that about that. Finger Lincoln store, and I still wanted to check them out. You want to go and check them out? For the sake of people that are watching us, sir, is it possible you give only one or two people something to come and check it?
Come around, say, this is my first day here. We can ask you to know we have an award-winning meat pie. You guys, okay, try this one today. We'll come, okay, try our, where you panadium or amala or any fufu or something.
Check it out.
Just check us out.
And if you like it, don't come and say this is my first time again.
We know you.
Okay. We know who we gave it to yesterday. Okay, that is that about it. And my name again is SHINA, your OYINLOLA. Until the next time, I'm going to come your way. Keep buying, keep selling, keep eating, and keep being fit. God bless you.
Being at #1 in authentic African cuisine has made us not to stop dishing out the best to our customers. Check out some of our delicacies in African food today. We also cater for both indoor and outdoor parties. Finger Licking Restaurant 2.0. Check our all-day coffee tea spots out. Open on Sunday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Monday to Thursday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Friday and Saturdays, 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. We deliver with Uber Eats, DoorDash, and Drop Off. Finger Licking 2.0, 9817A, Business Street, Houston, Texas, 77036. Telephone 713-270-7070. Come for an authentic African cuisine. If it is branding, printing, and graphics design, let us undo it for you. Daystar International is an household name when it comes to office branding, car branding, stock branding, church pamphlet, signs, and banners. We also do business cards, flyers, mugs, t-shirts, embroideries, buttons, and stickers. Let the professional undo your branding, printing, and graphics design needs. Daystar International, 14165 Business Street, Houston, Texas, 77083. Telephone 347-500-7328. IG Daystar_International_prints or www.daystarinternational.com. Daystar International. We print, brand, and do graphics for the world. Daystar International. Check us out. Daddy Autos, Daddy Autos. Car sales, car repair, body works, tire title services, record services, insurance claims, and vehicle inspections. Call us now at 832-759-3324. Don't forget, free oil change when you make 2 synthetic oil change visits. The third is free. Daddy Autos, 9815 Honeywell Street, Houston, Texas 77074, or at www.daddyautos.com or info@daddyautos.com. Daddy Autos, best in auto repair. BSA Procurement and Logistics Services. Ship to USA from Niger, or ship from Niger to USA, and also to Canada. Individual, small business, corporate establishments, and African stores and restaurants. Ship anything at all. USA office 12202 Bishop Street, Houston, Texas 77072. Telephone 832-614-8984 or 281-741-4829. Email info@bsaprologservice.com or www.bsaprologservice.com. BSA Procurement and Logistics Services. You are the reason we exist.
My name is SHINA OYINLOLA. From January 1st to March 31st, your ad making will be $500, and we will give you a 2 weeks free usage on Abntv and all our platforms. Thank you so much for being there for us. Thank you for being there all the time. God bless you. And I want to let you know that we love you. Bye for now. Today is on this couple. They've been together when they were in school, and 30 years after marriage there was no kid, and they was like kilaveshibai. So the guy just tried one thing, and one way or the other a baby boy came out. But when the baby boy will come out from that side chick, the side chick died in the process. So the baby boy is out now. The man is now saying they have to bring the boy into the house since the mother is no more. But the wife is saying, no way, you're not bringing no boy into this house. Because when we were in school, you make me to abort 3 pregnancies. 3 pregnancies, right? Pregnancies. 3 pregnancies. And whatever that makes all those 3 pregnancies will not be able to stay, then yours, that baby boy is not going to stay. All our, whatever we have, we acquire, we both go and nobody will inherit it. You can't just bring somebody from nowhere now and tell me that that's your baby and I have to be taking care of any other baby. Any baby that I don't even know. So the lady is getting, I don't know how to put it, maybe put it in your short form that can make people understand.
But I think that's very clear though. This couple, they dated while they were in school, and then that time, they were not ripe for marriage, so they were careless. They had 3 abortions, and then they got married, and after 30 years of marriage, they still had no child.
No child.
So the man, you know what some men do. I don't want to say what men do, what some men do. He went out there, got someone impregnated.
A side chick and
then the lady lost her life during a childbirth.
Yeah.
So he now brought the child to the house, the boy. And then the woman of the home now says no.
Rejected the boy.
So this boy is not staying here because I had 3 pregnancies that you made me to abort. So I don't have a child. You're not having a child. No child is going to inherit our...
Nothing. We are both going.
We died here.
We will come here like that and everybody go like that.
So the question today on what would you do is, if you were the woman, what would you do? If you were the man,
what would you do?
what would you do?
So You guys can call us on 34642656550. Maybe it's too fast. Let me come a little bit slowly. 3, 4, 6, 4, 2, 6, 5, 6, 5, 0. So call us. Let's know what your view is. I mean, I see the guy as a man that has a side chick impregnated for you. Naman you be.
Naman you be. Maybe he wanted to be sure that he was still. Intact.
Do you even ask for the cause of the death of the childbirth mother?
Oh, I thought it was a childbirth. That's why I asked.
It's a childbirth, but it can be catapulted. It can be enhanced by some forces.
Did the woman know that?
The woman would not know.
No, did the woman know that somebody was pregnant before?
He would not know. He doesn't know. The woman don't need to know things before they start acting. You know, when you already know that this is my husband, he doesn't have nobody, I don't have anything nowhere, you will surround everything. Anywhere anything is coming, it's not going to be in this house.
No. What I'm asking is
that is she aware
that other one, somebody was pregnant?
Definitely, no matter what, she will get to know at one point.
In this particular case,
she got to know lately. That's maybe about 2 months before the delivery. Yeah.
Oh, she knew before
the delivery. Yeah.
Because a whole lot happens. So I'm just trying to look at where to pick it
what I'm now saying is that everybody, wherever you are watching us from, I want you to please let us know your opinion about this. What would you do if you are the man that was the child was rejected? That no way, that we don't have no child in this house, and we are not accepting one soon. We are not even going to adopt. Yes, me and you will be together.
But I don't understand.
Why will a woman be so? Yeah, she said no. Since nothing again. No. Since there's nothing, there's going to be nothing. So we don't have. I don't see you having, and I don't want you to have, and I'm not having. So nobody's going to have anything. So what do you think?
Kind of person can poison the child?
I'm not sure that she's not part of those that take the mother. I'm not sure.
That one is one issue, but now at the rate she's going, if the man insists on bringing that baby boy to the house, she can poison that boy.
You don't hear that talk? He said, me and you. Who died here? Nobody will inherit anything.
Oh my goodness.
Since my 3 kids that I was supposed to give to you then.
But wait. How old was she when she was having the abortion? Didn't they both agree to have it?
They both agreed to it.
So why is she now like,
yeah, but that was in
school. She was the one carrying the baby.
Yeah.
She could have said no.
She really trusted this guy, and
he's the creator of babies.
The baby, if this guy is doing this, I'm going to support him. And I think supporting the man after 30 years of marriage, you know, I think they're about 40 something before they got married. So yeah, they met in higher institution. I mean, in what do you call it? In university.
And they must have been in their 20s?
They are almost 30 then. They are 30. I mean, they are almost 35 then.
How?
That's
two of them?
The 2 of them, 35, 37. So later they got married when one is 42, one is 40.
So please tell me a woman in her right senses who at 35 is not married.
Is not married.
But has a fiancé.
A fiancé, and the fiancé said, don't do it. And
gets pregnant and aborts it the first time, the second time, and the third time.
Don't do it.
That's not adding up for me.
It might not add up, but that's the way you feel.
No, because how at that age? At that age?
I don't know.
I was even thinking they were like, maybe they were 17, they were 18.
Not too young like that. They are old already. They're old. They believe things are not working well. You know, Nigeria's situation, don't let us have the kid now. We believe we're still going to marry, we're going to be together. We're still young. You
You're
don't
not
know?
young at 35.
No, you are looking at 35 now because you are older than 35. But when you are still there, you'll be thinking I'm young.
No.
That's their mentality then. That when they finish their education, then they can go get married, get a job, and get married.
I think even NYC Nigeria, once you are 30, you can't go and serve again because you're already over.
He said, my husband said we should hold on so that no kid will be giving us stress. When
and so why aren't they preventing pregnancy? Why aren't they wearing condoms or
then
something?
That's why you have to ask the man now. That's why she's mad about the man now.
No, why didn't she also do anything?
Oh, that's both of them problem now. Like my brother said, they say you look at woman too much. He said that is my problem. He said, but when you look at them, they say you go to them. He said that is their problem. He said, but they say you now impregnated the woman. But that's the woman's problem.
But that's the woman's problem.
But he said the woman now have a baby. Okay, that is our problem.
Oh my goodness.
If the woman has a baby, then it's our problem.
Our problem.
We have to take care of the baby. It's our baby. So, ladies and gentlemen, what do you think this particular woman should do? What do you think the man should do? But like right now, we have a baby, Ikoko, on ground right now. And the Ikoko is not to come in. They're saying the baby is not going to come into their house, no matter what happens, no matter what you do. So can you guys call us? Let's know what is going to happen. Because like right now, if you ask me, I think there are a lot of things to check. The first thing is to check whether that lady is sound, is sound. I mean, physically sound and mentally, psychologically sound. Yeah. Because if you can do what you're talking about now, three pregnancies, it's not one, man. 3, and you said no problem, it's because it's your husband. What if he end up not marrying you? What will have happened? Well, congratulations, he also married you, no problem. Then he now went out at his 60-something years old. 60-something. Get a baby. And you are now saying that baby will not come into the house. So let's know what is going to happen. Let's hear the opinion of the people, please. So what do you think this man should do? What should the man do? We're trying to ask, and if you are just joining us, we're talking about 2 couples that the pregnancy was terminated when they were in school. 3 pregnancies. When they were in school, they got married. There was no issue anymore. Until one day when the guy just go out and impregnated a side chick, and the side chick gave birth to a baby boy and died in the process. So the woman in the house now said, you know what? I don't care what is going to happen. This boy is not going to be in this house. You don't have a kid, I don't have a kid. We both die like this. Nobody's going to inherit nothing. So what do you think this guy should do? What do you think the man should do? Should the man take the boy to somewhere and be taking care of the boy? And guess what? Whatever the man wants to do, he should be very careful, because that woman can do and undo. So let's know what your opinion is. You can call us on 346-426-5650. Let's first look at the baby boy. That small baby boy that doesn't know what is going on. So let's first look at the baby boy.
Yeah.
What kind of life do you think that baby boy will live if the baby boy is not fortunate to live with the dad?
Oh, as it is right now, it's not advisable for the boy to be taken to that house. That's a no-no.
No, okay.
That's a no-no, because his life is not safe.
Okay.
But I believe that the man should have family.
Okay.
Yeah, that can take care of the boy.
Okay.
Somewhere far away.
Far away, without letting the other woman understand or know where the whereabouts will be.
No, she doesn't need to know. He has to be very discreet about it. So if and I'm sure he loves the boy, because this boy has not sinned.
It's not the boy's problem.
It's not his problem.
Now let's now go to the man. Do you think the man is at fault too?
I don't want to be judgmental.
But psychologically and physically with what you hear.
Yes, what I think is the action he took, I would say it wasn't fair on the wife.
Okay.
For him, it was a good one.
Okay.
You know, we are all selfish.
Okay.
Everybody has that.
It was great then. That was a great action then.
Oh, for him to at least know that I can still shoot my shot.
Of course.
And I can still help you. Yeah, that works for him, but that's not fair on the wife.
Do you think it wouldn't have been sober that, oh God, I'm sorry, I didn't know it was going to be like this? Because they've been together for 30 years after that.
Sober for what? For impregnating someone else?
Yeah.
No, I'm sure it wasn't sober. I said I'm sure.
No,
I'm not sure.
No, what
but
I
don't think he was sober.
For terminating the pregnancy.
The pregnancies. Yeah, in fact, I have a major concern about that.
Okay.
If they were like 17, 15 or something, I would have said, okay, you know.
Wait a minute, somebody's testing me. Keep going, keep going,
They
keep
were
going.
35-ish. They were in their 30s. And then they had 3 abortions. Even if the man was suggesting it.
Oh, the lady said they are 25 then.
Okay, 25.
25, not 35.
Oh, 25.
25, yeah. So 10 years minus.
Okay, so at 25, yes, they were still in college. She got pregnant. First time, second time, and the third time. Well, it was not fair, Sha. It wasn't fair on the woman.
On the woman, do you think he will know that the woman won't be able to give birth to baby anymore,
No,
and he will allow that to happen?
No, I'm sure. I think that if he knew that it could happen, that they're not going to have children.
The guy is in his 60s now.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
That the action it took are you talking about the one it took, the abortion?
The abortion in the past, they were both consented about it.
Yes,
you understand
I understand
me?
that.
And if you are consented, I don't think anybody's fault is there, because they both agreed.
I was talking as 35, but not that they are 25.
They are 25, yeah.
Okay, that's a little bit different now.
Yeah.
So they probably thought that when we marry now,
we'll have other children. Then they have 3 that they get rid of the 3. So since that 3 has been gone, Chogbo, Pa, Bo, Ojoloro.
But you know, these things really happen. These things really happen.
So the issue is the woman now saying they don't have no kid in their house, and they are not going to accept any baby in that. That's my concern right now. So that why?
But what were they doing for 30 years? I mean, these are the days of different opportunities to have children. Surrogacy,
you don't understand.
Adoption.
They don't really see surrogacy as anything. They don't see. They believe they will have their own. Since you know this is Aridaju, they have 3 abortions. So it's sure that when they are ready, they will get it.
Maybe something went wrong during the
That
process.
is it. That may not allow the
how to be able to conceive.
To conceive
so
again.
I'm sure they would have gone to the hospital, and they would have opened up. We've had abortion before, abortions and that kind of thing, and they would have checked. Oh, madam, it doesn't look like. So if you know,
ó dàbí kó fẹ́ pọ́n bọ́ọ̀lù ni kí ìṣó kan tó wá gun ní ẹ̀gbẹ́ ibì kan ó kàn máa pọ́n ní atẹ́gùn máa gbàbẹ̀ yẹn jáde.
Except the thing can be blocked and all that. So they had 30 years. What were they thinking? What were they doing for 30 years?
I don't think they see it as a big deal until when it dawned on them. So like right now, they both agree to do it. We don't see it's anybody's fault.
That one is gone. It was their joint decision.
Now, why is the woman now taking it out of the guy?
No, the 2 of them they already.
So they better die like that.
Even if there was going to be any of such, there should have been a mutual agreement.
That chick.
No,
what are you saying now?
We want a child. If he wants adoption or surrogacy, he must have had a way to.
They will have discussed this. What if the lady said, no, I will have my own baby? You know, some ladies are olori kunkun. They will stay with whatever they want to do.
Okay, that's possible. So when he did that and had a child outside, that's one of the things he said. You go to the grave. No, because at this point he should have gone to his grave with that as a secret. After he has died, he will not bring all the evidence.
That evidence. Instead of showing off the boy now. That boy is not likely to live. He's not likely to live.
You mean now?
Now.
No, that child might not live.
That child might not live.
That child might
because
they will have to appease the goddess in the house.
Because the goddess will not allow it.
No.
The goddess said it doesn't care. Wherever you take the boy, that's your problem. But as per you and I,
together forever. Yeah.
Since I can have, you can have.
Yeah.
So is it a good thing for a lady to say that?
You know, it's easier. These things are easier said than done.
How
can she say that? The child is innocent. Why can't she just accept? It's easier said than done.
I remember something though, because we are actually looking at it from different angles.
Right.
What about something the other time that why are we saying it's not possible to do some things? Let me ask you this now. I said something before I left that what if we look at it from this end? The end at which, what if this so-called baby, that woman in the house, has consulted is voodoo. Consulted is voodoo. I'm going to consult, right? Consulted is voodoo. And they tell her that, you know what? Sorry, baby, mama tolombo only wole everything woman. She won't come. She will die in the process. With the kid, with everything. But should anything happen that the kid is alive, never allow that kid in your surroundings, or else you will go for it. Maybe that's what could make the woman to say, you know what? So that's what I'm trying to say, that from that end, maybe the lady is also part of the deal. She knows what is happening. And she might do that only because she believes this thing is supposed not to be what she should be facing now. Because she doesn't see it as a big deal before, when she was impregnated. The first, they terminated it. Second, she terminated it. The third one, she terminated. Now you are saying you now brought a baby boy from somewhere. Bukola, oh yeah, now let's now go. To you now.
Yes.
What do you think the man should do? We're about to leave.
The man has to... The first thing is, don't bring that child into the house.
Okay.
Make an arrangement for the baby. You have sure done what you wanted to do. Now you're happy, right? Okay, no problems. But don't take the child into... Don't risk the poor boy's life.
Okay.
And then you need to take care of that child spiritually, psychologically. You know, just take
Fudu Kali.
whatever you believe in, superpowers.
Because I don't think that guy, that baby boy will leave. If you don't really...
Yes, if he doesn't really pay attention.
Pay
and
attention.
Take care. So yes, take care of the boy, because the boy is innocent. Now, as per you and your wife, you have sinned against your wife. So you find a way to appease her, and that's just it. Just find a way to appease.
Okay, what about the
woman?
What would you accept that the woman should do?
All I can just ask is that, like the abortion was, she wasn't forced to do it. They both agreed to do it. And yes, there are people who had abortions, 5 abortions, 10 abortions, and they have children today. There are some that had 1 abortion and they don't have children today. So all these things, exactly. So it has happened. I know, of course, you people didn't know it was going to be like that. That's all you ever have will be the 3 pregnancies. But it has happened. Forgive your husband. Forgive yourself, because I know that she's also holding herself, blaming herself for doing that.
help me, I'm in severe pain. She's in severe pain. She's in severe pain.
Yes, it's really painful.
She won't take that nonsense.
No, but she has to forgive. It's part of the healing process. Forgive him and forgive yourself.
I understand.
And then,
and forgive and forget.
No, you cannot even forget. They are two different things.
Just forgive.
They are different things.
Forgive and remember.
No, because...
no, wait a minute. I said forgive and forget. Wait a minute. Just forgive and remember.
Forgive.
And remember.
Learn from that and move on from there.
But still remember.
The way I'm saying the remember is like remember and remain in the pain.
Remember, that's
what I'm saying. Forgive.
And remember.
Learn the lesson. Move on from there.
All right. So you've already said what you want to say about the woman. Now, woman, make her talk. You want to hear everything I want yarn? What I want to be say, not all the time that you should be dancing to the tone of your boyfriend or your man at times. It doesn't know that we know all. But you two, try and calculate. 1 + 2 can be
3.
Can be 34. Can be 22. So not all the time there is a direct calculation to what if 1 + 1 is in base 2, base 2. It can never be 2 again. So let me tell you this, sir. I'm a man. You are wrong. You are wrong. Why you are wrong is that what happened wasn't your fault. It was the fault of both of you that 3 consecutive pregnancies was terminated. And if I were you, I will never allow that 3 to happen. The first one happened, let's believe it's okay. The last 2, they will be boy or girl. I'll put it with my dad or my mom, or I will be carrying her from one place to the other, and I'll say that's my kid. You understand me? If you have that one, I don't think this baby boy will have been a problem for you. Because you will have loved to just bring this baby boy to the house and they were together. But as it is now, you are taking it too far. You are taking it too far. Because I don't really believe you don't have hand in the death of the mother of that baby. I'm not actually direct. I'm not castigating you directly, but indirectly you probably might, because the way you are acting, it shows that something fishy is in it. Now, again, it's according to what I know, that you get that baby. How does that affect you? Don't you think it's going to be a joy in that house? That for a long time you don't have any, and this is not the one they brought to you. It's even your husband's blood. Is it not better for you to grow that child now so that you can know the way the child will be and you both agree that that's our baby? Moreover, the mother that will come and claim the child is gone already.
But she has family.
No family will always come for such a thing until when the baby is a Davido or it's whiskey.
So how do you know that?
Let him be there.
Okay.
Let him be there. Until when the baby is SHINA, they get Obukola. But as it is, it's not. I will accept if I'm in your shoes. I will accept the baby and I will forget. No, you say remember. I will forgive and remember the issue, but I will not let it haunt me. Okay? Now, if you will listen, and you will listen very well, that you throw away that baby doesn't make you big more. In fact, if you are 58 in rank before, your rank is -8 now by throwing away a baby. Does that baby offend you? Is it the baby that terminated your 3 pregnancies? Why is it that you people will be fighting like a blind? You want to fight somebody that affects you, not the baby. The baby doesn't offend you in any way. So now to the brother, big man, the husband in the house, the shooter, the sharpshooter. You see that baby boy? I would have loved it if your wife threw the baby boy out and it becomes your problem everywhere. To know what the baby, where the baby will do, you will be going from one place and the other to make sure that the baby live good, and your wife will be following your emi. Why is it? Are you God that when God is giving you something, you have to be terminating pregnancy 3 times? That's too much now. It's too much now. In life, every too much thing is bad. Kneel down before your wife, ask for the forgiveness, and beg her that it was Igbaimo. You know what Igbaimo means? The time I don't know it was going to be like this. Please, let this baby boy live with us. Come, let's live together. And I promise you, I will be a good husband. If you want to do that, you have to do it with all sincerity. Not that you'll be doing it, you'll be laughing, or you'll be doing like this. If you talk and you do like this, you say, no. So listen and listen well. Go back to your wife, beg her, let her know it's your fault, it's our fault. But if you are saying it's our fault, and she's saying it's your fault, just say yes, it's my fault. Or else you bring whatever that has been there, though. And now you guys should be they are professor, they are whatever they are now. Where's the baby now? You had better get that baby and embrace the baby, and nothing evil should happen to that baby. And by the time you are talking to your wife, let your wife know that is your son, and nothing should happen to that son. If anything happens to the son, in fact, we have to put something black and white. That's after she might have accepted to take the child.
Vince Auto and Shipping LLC. No 3 copy and fax. Scanning and lamination. UO renters. Auto sales. Shipping, FedEx, UPS. (12134) Beach North Street, Houston, Texas 77072. Telephone 414-324-8244 or 346-946-2771. Fins Auto and Shipping LLC. We are here to help.
This world will face troubles, yet he reassures us of how the story ends. He says, fear not, I have overcome this world for you. Be confident by the blood of the Lamb we overcome. Woo! Hallelujah. glory. Yeah.
Increase your worth. Get ahead. Invest in yourself. We make it easy for you at School of Business and Technology, SB Tech, by making you have a flexible schedule, fast career in database administration, human resources management, nursing assistance, project management, computer support tech, A+, GED, ESL. Our place, your place, in person also. 9888 Business Street, Suite 460, Houston, Texas 77036. Call now at 713-808-9728 or 281-777-5822. Visit us at www.sbtech.education. SB Tech Job Placement Assistance is available. Organic fruits, vegetable and skimmed non-fat milk extracted by an expert with over 38 years of combined experience working with products in educational, cleansed and processed without adding additives such as sugar, coloring and preservatives. Paddy's Point organic fruit juice in yogurt bag, fresh, healthy and delicious. Our special juices includes green juice, energy booster, fission juice, recovery juice, regulator juice, rejuvenated juice, organic carrot juice, organic laxative juice, organic kidney cleanse. Our fresh made yogurt includes pineapple yogurt, banana yogurt, and coconut yogurt. Order now at 281-741-1037. True Grub Up, Uber Eats, and DoorDash. We also do delivery or walk in at 3320 Highway C South, Suite D, Houston, Texas 77082. Check us out at www.paddyspoint.co. Paddy's Point organic fruit juice and yogurt bag. Fresh, healthy, and delicious.
Neatness in the entertainment industry. African Broadcasting Network (ABN) is now the pace setter in the industry. Do you want to advertise your product and services? Count on us. We will do it much more than your expectations. African Broadcasting Network (ABN) will deliver quick and prompt services. Our quality and clarity stands us out when it comes to delivering quality broadcasting. Our staffs are hardworking and versatile in the specific field of office. Our environment is so conducive and we are open to all. We also give advice on how to run your business profitably. African Broadcasting Network is situated at
10039 Business Street, Suite 338, Houston, Texas 77036. Telephone 346-426-5650 or 832-490-8203.
website www.abntvnetwork.com. ABN, celebrating Africans' rich cultural heritage.
Hello everyone, how are you doing today? And it's another episode of Your Health and You. I know you're excited about this because we have been learning a lot. I mean, this is like medicine broken down, you know, like we say, medicine for dummies, that kind of thing. We're not dummies, but you know, when it comes to these things, we just don't know so much. And that's why we're doing this. And it's been amazing. We've learned a lot. I mean, right now, there are some things that I didn't know how to even, you know, go about. But I think I'm learning a lot of things. Thanks to Dr. Fash. And he is in the house today again, and we will be talking about something very interesting. Dr. Fash, it's always wonderful to have you on the show.
Thank you, Bukola.
You're
Thanks
welcome
for having me today.
It's my pleasure. Say hello to our
right.
people.
Hello, everyone. I hope we're having a good day. It's another episode of Your Health and You. And today we'll be talking about...
Yes, I have a lot. Don't worry, I got you covered. We will be deciphering some things today. There's something they call heart attack. There is heart failure. There is cardiac arrest. If I asked you what the difference is Among these three, what would you say? Would you say they are the same? Some would say, no, it's a graduation of from one level to another. And for someone like me, I'll just be very truthful. I don't know. That's why we've got Dr. Fash in the house. So what do you have to say? Are these basically the same thing, or is there any difference?
All right. Yeah, so a little bit of disclaimer today. Whatever we discuss on this program, it's for educational purposes only. We still strictly advise you to consult with your primary care professional, which is your physician, to get further advice or any sort of treatment prescription from your physician. We're here to educate the public on certain health issues. Thank you, everyone. So, your question, Buki.
Yes, heart failure, heart attack, cardiac arrest.
Cardiac arrest, okay.
Are they the same?
They're not the same, actually, but one can progress to another.
Oh.
Yes, but they're not the same. They're different conditions, they're different situations, different conditions.
Okay.
So, a heart attack, let me start with a heart attack. A heart attack happens when, let's do a little bit of before I can explain this, I would like to do a little bit of functional anatomy of the heart. Just consider the heart as a digital tank in the body. A digital tank in the sense that it has its own electrical activity, electrical system, and it has its own blood supply. It has its own venous drainage. It has its own nerve supply. So it's such a very smart organ in the body and very important organ, obviously. When the heart stops, then the whole body stops.
Right.
And life stops.
Life stops.
So that's it. So with the heart, it has blood supply, like I said, has all those things going on, and it has its own electrical activity, which powers it to contract and relax. And it's a cycle. This cycle is called the cardiac cycle, and it happens every 72 times per minute. So heart attack occurs because the blood supply to the heart becomes interrupted, or it becomes inefficient in the sense that it's reduced. So when there's just like I said during stroke, when we talked about stroke, when the blood supply it's interrupted or it's inefficient, it's reduced to the muscle, to the myocardium, which is the tissues of the muscles that actually make up the heart. As we all know, the heart is made up of 4 chambers. We have the right atrium, the left atrium, the right ventricle, and the left ventricle. But I'm not going to bore you with all these complexities. Let's go on and talk about the blood supply. So when the blood supply is interrupted, what tends to happen is that the tissue of the heart, which is the heart muscles, they feel the impact because the blood is supposed to supply the heart muscles the nutrients, the oxygen that they need. And when they can get this, you start to have the cells, the heart muscle cells starts to die. And when they start to die, that means that portion of the heart muscle is unable to perform its function, its metabolic function. And if it's unable to perform that function, it has an effect on the generality of the function, on the general function of the heart. Okay. So a heart attack tends to happen when we have an interruption of blood supply to the heart. And that tends to have, the individual begins to feel some pain. They're gonna come out with chest pain. That's usually the first sign. A chest pain will happen. The patient may have pain radiating to their arm. They may be having ache in their arm and their jaw and all of this happening. They may have tightness in their chest or feeling of apprehension and all of that. And when you start to feel chest pain is not something that we take lightly in the clinical arena. If a patient complains about chest pain, it doesn't mean that all chest pain it's coming from a heart attack. Don't get me wrong.
Okay.
Their chest pain, they're just musculoskeletal. They're just because you've strained a muscle or ligament's been you know, sprained in your you know, the coastal the coastal structures have been strained or whatever, or you have some musculoskeletal dysfunction which is resulting in your chest pain.
Okay.
But then I wouldn't want us to assume that's the problem. When you have chest pain, and especially when you have pain radiating to your arm, on your left arm essentially, and you have a central chest pain, that pain is central, usually centralized, and you have pain radiating to your arm, and you have an ache on your jaw, it's time for you to go to the hospital. Go to the hospital right away. What tends to happen with heart attack is, when it's happening like that, you want to get an immediate help, medical intervention right away, because it tends to progress. When you have a heart attack and it's going on like that and it's progressing like that, it can actually lead to a cardiac arrest, because the heart, the extent of damage to the heart muscle begins to extend to a level where you have a condition that results in the heart rhythm being dysfunctional. You know, when you have dysrhythmia, you know, the heart has its own rhythm, all right? And that heart attack can affect the heart rhythm. And when that happens, it can actually progress onto cardiac arrest. But heart attack on its own is the condition of the heart.
Okay. Heart attack can progress to become cardiac arrest. So what about heart failure?
Heart failure, that's a different thing entirely.
Oh, really?
So, you know, you can regard heart attack as something that happens more suddenly, you know. Okay. But with heart failure, it has an insidious process. We say insidious process, which is a gradual process in the clinical arena. Okay. It's a gradual process, something that develops over time. And heart failure, basically, how do I describe it? I said the heart has 4 chambers. Mm-hmm. And the different chambers actually have, the right part of the heart receive blood. Okay. And the left side, all right, from the systemic circulation, the right side of the heart receive blood. The blood that have no oxygen in them. Okay. And they pass it on to the left side, to the lungs. Okay. The lungs oxygenate the blood and send the blood back to the left part of the heart. So there's a main vessel. There's a main chamber we call the left ventricle. Okay. That's like the most important chamber of the heart. The left ventricle actually helps to push the blood into the systemic circulation. So the left ventricle can become weak, which is a part of the heart. Okay. You know, it's a chamber in the heart. Right. Or the whole heart can become very weak. So I don't want to bore us with different types of heart failure. There are different types of heart failure. Wow. And there are heart failure where we have ejection fraction that is spared. And there are some where the ejection fraction is not spared. Ejection fraction is basically the amount of blood that is pushed into the whole body. Okay,
I think you should save us that one. But I have a question. Yes. What causes the heart to become weak?
Weak. Prolonged hypertension, if it's poorly managed, can cause the heart to become weak in such a way that it's unable to push enough blood to the systemic circulation. Mm-hmm. So let's say, you know, like I said, consider the heart a digital tank. It helps to basically push blood. Okay. Just like you have, for instance, let me use the storage tank in homes, for example. Mm-hmm. You know, the storage tank has water in them. Right. And they're supposed to pass this water to circulate all around the home. Mm-hmm. And there are situations whereby they're unable to, the water is unable to leave them. They're unable to push the water in them to the whole, to the entire rooms in the house. What tends to happen? What would you think of that tank? The tank is failing because it's unable to do all of that. So that's what happens to the heart. The heart is unable to push the blood into the systemic circulation. Okay. So that's what really happens with heart failure. Then we say the heart is failing what causes it to fail? Prolonged hypertension is one of the main reasons why the heart may fail. There are other issues where we have a cardiomyopathy, situations whereby the heart becomes enlarged for some reasons. That again can result from hypertension, prolonged hypertension, or poorly managed hypertension. Okay. And then you begin to have that sort of condition where the heart is failing.
Is it true that athletes have enlarged hearts?
The athletes, they typically very, very fit individuals. And so if that's noticed in them, they do, because they're over time their heart muscles get worked up in such a way that they become enlarged, but then they are fit. And that's why they typically have very low heart rate as well, because their heart is not squeezing as fast as normal people's heart squeeze. Okay. And that's why they have low heart rates. So if you typically have low heart rate and you don't have any other symptom, they'll ask you, are you an athlete? Because over time there's some sort of adaptation that occurs with the heart.
Oh, okay. Okay, so heart failure is on its own, and then we have the heart attack that leads to cardiac arrest.
Yes. So let me clarify.
Okay.
Not all heart attack, in fact, not all heart attack leads to cardiac arrest.
Oh.
But it can happen.
Okay.
But majorly, most heart attacks don't even lead to cardiac arrest. They get treated, they get managed. Okay. The patient gets the help that they need most of the time. But there are situations whereby if it's going on like that and it's prolonged, then it can lead to cardiac arrest.
Right. Okay. So I saw a kind of a joke that I saw on the internet, and the woman was saying that if I'm going to marry, I think he's a divorcee or maybe a widower, and he was saying if he's going to marry again, he's going to marry a woman that knows the signs of heart attack, and not all these young people who don't have an idea. So is it that older men are prone to heart attack? And that's one. Two, I also want to know, what are the symptoms of heart attack or cardiac arrest, as the case may be? That's a whole lot. So we're going to take a short break, and then when we come back, you're going to be giving, demystifying.
The mystery.
Yes, the mystery. So yes, we'll take a short break, and then we'll be back.
Organic fruits, vegetable and skimmed non-fat milk extracted by an expert with over 38 years of combined experience working with products and educational. Cleansed and processed without adding additives such as sugar, coloring and preservatives. Paddy's Point organic fruit juice and yogurt bar. Fresh, healthy and delicious. Our special juices includes green juice, energy booster, fusion juice, recovery juice, regulator juice, rejuvenated juice, organic carrot juice, organic laxative juice, organic kidney cleanse. Our fresh made yogurt includes pineapple yogurt, banana yogurt, and coconut yogurt. Order now at 281-741-1037. True Grub Up, Uber Eats, and DoorDash. We also do delivery or walk-in at 3320 Highway C South, Suite D, Houston, Texas 77082. Check us out at www.paddyspoint.co. Paddy's Point organic fruit juice and yogurt bar. Fresh, healthy, and delicious. Are you in Houston area and you need luxury style space, beautiful and elegant? Chairs, tables, furnitures, Asian design, high stage for celebrants, large free garage parking for guests, wet block event hall is all you need. Weddings, receptions, conference, baby showers, birthdays, graduations, rehearsal dinners, corporate meetings, trade shows, fashion shows, album or book launches. We can design and decorate any special event. Free appointment for a free quote. Check us out, 7636 Allen Drive, Suite A115, Houston, Texas, 77036, or 5711 Ecroft Avenue, Suite A1A, Houston, Texas, 77036. Telephone 832-351-0993, 713-969-0362. westblog@gmail.com or at www.westblog.com. Planning, decorations, and distinctions in stock. Think Westblog for your next. BSA Procurement and Logistics Services. Ship to USA from Niger, or ship from Niger to USA, and also to Canada. Individual, small business, corporate establishments, and African stores and restaurants. Ship anything at all. USA office 12455 Westpac Drive, Suite H15, Houston, Texas 77082. Telephone 832-614-8984 or 281-741-4829. Email info@bsaprologservice.com or www.bsaprologservice.com. BSA Procurement and Logistics Services. You are the reason we exist.
And yes, you're welcome to Your Health and You. And I'm still here with Dr. Fash. And before we went on the break, I was asking him that are older men more prone to heart attacks? And also, I was asking about the symptoms. So yes, it's going to be doing justice to that now. You're welcome back,
Thank
Dr.
you,
Fash.
Nicola. In any of these chronic conditions, like are you talking about heart attack or what's it called? Heart failure?
I think the heart failure. I think somehow it's self-explanatory. I think before the heart can get weak, the heart
remember,
must have
we
worked.
haven't talked about cardiac arrest.
Okay.
We haven't talked about cardiac arrest. We talked about heart attack, we talked about heart failure, and then after we talked about cardiac arrest. But let me just delve on the question about the
older men.
The statistics or epidemiology of it. Older men, yes, not older men generally. It's older adults, I'll say.
Okay.
Geriatrics, individuals who are above 65 are more prone to have such conditions. And that's very much the same narrative for most of the chronic conditions. Because as we're growing old, we start to accumulate all these sort of predisposing factors that may lead us to be having that, because you would expect older adults to have conditions. It doesn't mean that young people don't have hypertension, don't get me wrong, but it's more prevalent in older adults for them to be hypertensive, which is one of the predisposing factors to heart failure. It's very common for them to have cardiomyopathy, issues with their heart muscles and all of that, which another thing which can predispose them to having a heart failure. So it's very, very common with them. But that does not mean that younger people can have it, but it's more prevalent in older adults.
In older adults, not just men, but even the women.
Women too, yeah.
Okay.
Women can have it.
Yeah, so what are the symptoms
of
heart attack, of a heart attack?
Heart attack.
Yeah.
Yeah, we talked about symptom of heart attack.
Okay.
Basically, if you start to feel achy or heart pain or central chest pain, don't take it lightly. Especially when it's persistent, don't take it lightly. And you start to feel some sort of ache down your arm, your left arm essentially, don't take it lightly. If you start to feel jaw pain, don't take it lightly. Okay. You might need to go to the hospital right away to get checked out.
That's for heart attack.
That's for heart attack.
Heart failure?
Heart failure, the symptoms, like I said, heart failure is a chronic condition and it creeps in gradually. It's not something that just you wake up one day and then your heart has failed. I mean, I've listened to some sort of wherever on, on the social media space of people talking about heart failure, that okay, it just wake up and it happens. No, it doesn't just happen in a day. It's something that over time. So the symptoms can be, the individual might start feeling fatigue. Fatigue is the hallmark of heart failure, because then your heart is unable to push enough blood to the systemic circulation, and the muscles aren't getting enough nutrients and oxygen that they should get. That's one thing. The patient might be having persistent cough too, but I don't want to talk about late stage, early stage now. I'm just going to mix the symptoms together.
Okay.
So a few things, so we don't complicate things. But it can come with a lot of weakness, shortness of breath. It might even get to a stage where the patient begins to require supplemental oxygen, where they're going to need oxygen for them to be able to manage, because they're unable to saturate very well. They can have coughs, and also some of them can have difficulty undertaking their daily activities when they begin to feel extreme fatigue and all of that. So it's a whole bunch of things that happen with heart failure. They can have swelling in their feet because they can manage we call it edema, pedal edema. It can happen in their feet mostly, of course, mostly in the feet.
Okay.
And it can go to upper part of the body too when it progresses.
Wow.
So with that situation, when it's happening like that, we would be recommending a check.
Okay, yeah, so we will go on to cardiac arrest, but before then, what about palpitations in the heart? I've heard people say, palpitation, what is that? Is that related to heart attack, heart failure, or cardiac arrest?
Not necessarily. I mean, people can have palpitation, but then sometimes it might be related to something that can happen. Like maybe something is wrong with the heart. There's something we call escape beats. Okay. The heart can beat in such a way that, the way the heart works is, there are situations whereby the heart's raised. The heart is raised. I mean, it's beating faster than normal.
Okay.
So that's we call it tachycardiac, high heart rate and all that. When your heart is feeling like that, a lot of people can feel it and say, oh, they're palpitating. Someone like myself, I'm very used to taking coffee, every morning and all that. And sometimes when I take too much in the mornings, I can feel that palpitation.
Oh.
Because then your heart rates, it raises your heart rate.
Oh.
All right. So there are certain things, there are certain activities, and it might just be anxiety. Like some people have stage anxiety too, like stage frights, and that can raise the heart rate too. Or maybe you've been exercising too, your heart rate goes up. The heart responds to everything. It responds to emotions, it responds to physical activities. So it's all coordinated in the brain, and it sends signal to the heart to react to it.
Okay.
So you know what tends to happen when you say my heart skipped? These things like that. So like I said, it's not always when your heart palpitates, you feel palpitation, that it's something terrible
to worry
happening.
About. Okay.
Yeah, it's not. But sometimes if it comes with other symptoms that you're feeling very concerned yourself, or you have that feeling of how do I say it? Like you're very frightened and all that, then it might be what you just getting checked out. I mean, it doesn't hurt to get checked out.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
It doesn't hurt because sometimes you just see some people looking very fit and looking very okay, and all of a sudden they just drop and die. So we're gonna get to that.
Yeah.
Cardiac arrest.
Okay,
yeah.
so that's cardiac arrest. So that seems to be like a whole topic on its own.
Oh, yeah, well, yeah. Cardiac arrest is separate.
Okay.
And like I said, heart attack can progress to it, but not in all situations.
Not in all situations.
Most heart attack don't progress to cardiac arrest.
Okay.
But cardiac arrest can happen on its own. And when it does happen, it may be as a result of heart attack. Okay. Or some other conditions.
Some other conditions.
I anything that can disrupt this is where we're going to talk about the electrical activity of the heart.
Wow, great. So, you've heard it all from Dr. Fash today. He has gone a long way in letting us know the difference between a heart attack and a heart failure. And as you have heard, cardiac arrest is a whole topic on its own. So we are going to have to come back for that. And I tell you, you don't want to miss it. I believe that information is power. Somebody once said that what you don't know cannot hurt you, but hey, what you don't know can kill you, right, Dr. Fash?
Absolutely.
Thank you for being here again today. You've been a huge, huge blessing. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Bukola. My pleasure.
And yes, this is where we'll be drawing the curtains today on this episode of Your Health and You. To Georgina Bracco, who has been behind the camera, thank you for all that you do. Our Executive Director, SHINA, OYINLOLA, we appreciate you. And yes, everyone who has been there, I'm your host, Bukola Sarah, and I'm glad to have been here today again with Dr. Fash. Thank you so much for honoring our invitation. Thank you for all that you do. Thank you so much. So we'll see you again very soon.
Mama, it's about time for so sweet bread. Since I had my first bite, it's all I've been thinking about. And I can't wait to have a taste of so sweet cakes too. That bread does you the soul.
So Sweet Bakery, your one-stop spot for your hygienically prepared, nutritious fresh bread and pastries, ranging from African, continental, and of course, a touch of the Caribbean. See, talk about that real, soft, fresh agege bread, white bread, coconut bread, wheat bread, special sardine rolls, cinnamon raisin, fluffy, delicious cakes, plus our special tea and coffee. And here's a little secret. You can also order the one and only agri beans to complement So Sweet Bread. They two together, it be like 5 and 6. Make a stop at 3823 Synod Road, 77082 Suite B, Houston, Texas. Or call 713-264-9957. So Sweet Bakery, bringing you the best pastry. No be lie, So Sweet Bread, they butter the soul. Plus, it dey enter medulla. Wella.
When it comes to eating African food like you are in Africa, don't just call for jollof rice. Ask for Greens and Solid jollof rice, Greens and Solid fried rice, Greens and Solid ewa going, Greens and Solid porridge yam, babambari reni, Greens and Solid amala on point. Begri atewedu lórí àmàlà tó fẹ́lẹ́, tó ń gbóná fẹ́lẹ́fẹ́lẹ́, with your choice of meat or fish. Roundabout ni, abọ́dí, ṣàkíní àbẹ́dọ̀, ẹja aláràn lẹ́nfẹ́ ni, àbí croaker, bó sì jẹ́ tilapia ni, gbogbo ẹ̀ ló wà lọ́dọ̀ tiwa. At Greens and Solid amala on point, just give us few minutes to prepare what you order, and boom! You have it exactly as it is pictured. Grace and Solid amala on point. 11134 Highway 6 South, Sugarland, Texas 77498, Suite 216, or Grace and Solid amala on point at 12306 Bichno Street, Houston, Texas 77072, inside the Shell gas station. Telephone 832-295-3570 or cell phone 832-692-0465. Greens and Solids on Facebook, Greens and Solids on Instagram, or www.food@greenandsolid.com. Food as it is in Africa. Greens and Solid amala on point. See you there.
Discover the uniqueness in the entertainment industry. African Broadcasting Network, ABN, is now the pace setter in the industry. Do you want to advertise your product and services? Count on us. We will do it much more than your expectations. African Broadcasting Network, ABN, will deliver quick and prompt services. Our quality and clarity stands us out when it comes to delivering quality broadcasting. Our staffs are hardworking and versatile in the specific field of office. Our environment is so conducive and we are open to all. We also give advice on how to run your business profitably. African Broadcasting Network is situated at
10039 Bisonet Street, Suite 338, Houston, Texas 77036. Telephone 346-426-5650 or 832-490-8203.
Website www.abntvnetwork.com. ABN, celebrating Africans' rich cultural heritage.
Marriage-based green card, family petitions, VAWA or green card based on marital problems and abuse, employment-based green card, naturalization, immigrants visa application, asylum, born hearing faces visa.
Samuel Agosha
Law Firm, 10039, Business Street, Suite 337. Houston, Texas 77036. Telephone 832-427-6224.
Samuel Agosha
Law Firm. Let us fight for you.
Àánú Olúwa African Store níbi tí a ti ń ta oúnjẹ Áfíríkà lónìkan òjọ̀kan, iṣu, ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀, èlùbọ́, gààrí tó kan tó wọ̀nyí, ẹja tútù, ẹja gbígbẹ, pọ̀nmọ́, panla, ẹ̀fọ́ lóríṣiríṣi. Bẹ́ẹ̀ la ní àwọn ohun èròjà inú ọbẹ̀ tiwantiwa tó pójú owó, epo pupa, tìmáàtì, atarodo, sọ̀m̀bọ̀, tàǹtàṣé, irú, ògìrì, àwọn ìrẹsì tiwantiwa. Bó ń fẹ́ ọ̀fadà, ó rí níbẹ̀. Àánú Olúwa African Store. Wọ́n ń bá ní ṣe oúnjẹ, tẹ́ ẹ bá ní ṣíṣe. Oúnjẹ wọn dùn, ó pójú owó. Wọ́n ń ṣe home delivery fún ẹni tí ó bá lè wá. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin tó ń fẹ́ ra àwọn ohun èlò ẹwà ara tàbí ohun èlò ẹwà orí obìnrin, báàgì ìléwọ́, weave-on, jewelry, bàtà, aṣọ Áfíríkà. Wọ́n ń ṣe ẹwà irun orí fún àwọn obìnrin. Gbogbo ohun èròjà tí ẹbí rẹ nílò ni wọ́n ń tà níbẹ̀. Bó jẹ́ tọkùnrin, bó jẹ́ tobìnrin, àti tàwọn èwe pẹ̀lú. Àánú Olúwa African Store wà ní number 4917 Highway 36 South, Suite B, Rosenborg, Texas 77471. Tí ẹ bá ń fẹ́ ẹ̀kúnrẹ́rẹ́ àlàyé, ẹ pè Janet lórí aago torun 832-858-6453 tàbí 832-858-6455. Máa gbénú Amẹ́ríkà ló nǹkan Áfíríkà. Àánú Olúwa African Store ló nìyẹn, ìrọ̀rùn ló bá dé.
Ngbọ́n mọ́lẹ̀ náà fẹ́ la, èmi náà fẹ́ lọ́n pọ̀ kí n tó wá lu yìí. Àbò ṣe wàhálà gan. Ó ti yẹ kí n dé lu ìdìpẹ́. Bí ọdún 5 sẹ́yìn ló ti yẹ kí n wọ̀ lú.
Ó ti jẹlẹ o. N tó ṣe o ṣe gbọ́n o.
Lórí lẹ́yìn ọmọ olúwa, ẹ máa ń ká yẹn, ó ti ká bàbá ẹ̀.
Is that not Whitney?
Yes, she is.
Ah! Whitney call you. Please, take me back home, take me back home.
Bí new sars ni wọ́n púpọ̀ yìí, òpònú ayélujára ni ẹ́. Màá lọ látàárọ̀ ọmọdé ní alẹ́, ojú kò kalẹ̀ sí bíbá wọn sọ́run òṣì.
Mr. Adéalé, ẹ̀yin ẹ̀ bá ń bẹ ṣó ìyàwó rẹ̀. Òkun náà àbíkú náà ń pè é, ṣó fẹ́ kí wọ́n lákùnrin ilé ẹ̀. Kí ló ṣe máa yí kẹ́? Ó ṣe jẹ́ pé everybody tó bá ti bẹ́ẹ̀ ní relationship báyìí wàhálà fún máa dé bá wọn.
Ọmọ pé tí obìnrin bá la ọkùnrin gbájú, tọ́wọ́ rí pé ọkùnrin ta rí yóò wá ṣe kẹ́kẹ́ yóò fẹ́ pátápátá fún un.
Ẹgbẹ́ gbàjú bí ìgbàjú lórí ebi bá wà, ìgbàjú ògo nìyẹn.
Making people happy over a long period of time makes us put you first in everything you do with us. We have badged multiple awards, sending and receiving packages. Amgri Logistics. We ship via air and ocean to Nigeria. We also ship within the USA via FedEx, UPS, USPS, Amazon, and DHL. Amgri Logistics. We do instant money transfer to any part of the world with the best rate. We also do international driver license. Amgri Logistics. We are at 11850 Business Street, Suite G, Houston, Texas 77099. Check us out at www.amgrilogistics.com or care@amgrilogistics.com. Telephone 346-374-7743 or 832-614-5180. IG at Amgri Logistics _. Tell someone about us because we are swift, affordable, and reliable.
Discover the uniqueness in the entertainment industry. African Broadcasting Network, ABN, is now the pace setter in the industry. Do you want to advertise your product and services? Count on us. We will do it much more than your expectations. African Broadcasting Network, ABN, will deliver quick and prompt services. Our quality and clarity stands us out when it comes to delivering quality broadcasting. Our staffs are hardworking and versatile in the specific field of office. Our environment is so conducive and we are open to all. We also give advice on how to run your business profitably. African Broadcasting Network is situated at
10039 Bisonet Street, Suite 338, Houston, Texas 77036. Telephone 346-426-5650 or 832-490-8203.
Website www.abntvnetwork.com. ABN, celebrating Africans' rich cultural heritage.